Imagine a city where every street corner buzzes with the sound of pedaling. A place where bicycles outnumber cars by more than 5 to 1. Welcome to Copenhagen, a city that cycles enough miles every day to circle the globe. How did this transformation happen? Join us as we uncover the secrets behind Copenhagen's success, from its historic bike lanes to the cutting-edge urban design that makes it a cyclist's dream. So, buckle up, or should I say, strap on your helmets, as we embark on this two-wheeled adventure. This is a map of bike path density in Europe, and if you divert your attention slightly upwards, you would find Denmark, a densely populated country that knows a few tricks about design, infrastructure, and obviously, bikes. Yes, just try to guess how many bike bridges Copenhagen has. Wait until we reveal this one shortly. At the heart of this bike revolution is Copenhagen. It is said that cycling is a religion in Copenhagen, and it makes sense, given the fact that the capital city is home to no less than 40,000 cyclists per day, and more than 50% of Copenhageners cycle to work every day. In fact, almost as many people commute by bicycle in Copenhagen as do those cycle to work in the entire United States. That is why Denmark has one of the lowest obesity rates in Europe, while in the US, it's a general problem. You see, with a population of around 6 million and a harsh past, which we would talk about later in this video, Denmark has to design its cities, particularly Copenhagen, smartly, the most notable of which is the cycling infrastructure. Building a cycling paradise like Copenhagen doesn't happen by accident. It took some serious brainpower from architects to transform the city into one of the world's ultimate bike-friendly destinations. But how did they pull it off? Well, they thought of everything from creating ample bike parking to carving out wide lanes just for cyclists, and even constructing car-free bike bridges. The result? Cyclists reign supreme. In Copenhagen, bicycles aren't just a mode of transport, they're a way of life. With bikes outnumbering cars by more than 5 to 1, it's no wonder commuters often choose to pedal rather than drive. Swarms of bikes zip through the streets during rush hour, a sight that never fails to astonish newcomers. In fact, half of all trips to work or school in the city are done on 2 wheels, be it a sleek road bike, a sturdy cargo bike, a tiny kid's bike, or even an electric one. You will be amazed to know that 90% of Danes own a bicycle. And it is said that there are more bikes in Copenhagen than there are people. But why is cycling the most convenient option? What has Copenhagen done for this to be the case? Well, the cycling infrastructure, like its other transport system, is beautifully crafted. Copenhagen proudly wears the crown of being one of the most bike-friendly cities globally. Each day, a whopping 1.1 million kilometers are covered by cyclists, navigating the city streets, and bicycle paths often have their own dedicated lanes, sometimes even their own traffic signals, giving cyclists a head start to zoom ahead. As we promised, just look at some of these 10 magnificent, most popular bike bridges. The charming Circle Bridge, perfectly designed Inner Harbor Bridge, or this bewildering bike bridge called Cykelslingen. It's only little demonstration of this huge network of bicycle empire Copenhagen holds. Would you go for a ride in a beautiful, sunny day of summer there? I bet you would like. The city's municipality is also on a mission to create a network of interconnected green bicycle routes, known as greenways. These pathways are designed to offer cyclists swift, safe, and enjoyable journeys from one end of the city to the other. And it's not just Copenhagen locals who are loving the bike-centric lifestyle. Cities worldwide are catching on, with the term Copenhagenese coined to describe the adoption of Copenhagen-style bike lanes and infrastructure. Copenhagen's influence doesn't stop there. In 2007, Jan Gehl, a Danish urban design guru based in Copenhagen, was enlisted by the New York City Department of Transportation to sprinkle some Copenhagen magic on the Big Apple streets, making them more pedestrian and cyclist-friendly. And the recognition keeps rolling in. Copenhagen got the title of the Union Cyclist International's inaugural official bike city, cementing its status as a beacon of bicycle culture for the world to admire and copy. But modern-day Copenhagen wasn't like this always. A global oil crisis completely changed the city and its urban design forever. Back in the 1900s, bicycles were all the rage in Copenhagen. The city's love affair with 2 wheels kicked off with the construction of the first bike lane along Esplanaden in 1892, followed by the formation of the Danish Cyclist Federation in 1905. By 1912, Copenhagen boasted an impressive 50 kilometers of cycle lanes, ruling the streets alongside streetcars. But as the 1950s rolled in, the winds of change blew in the form of affordable cars, rising incomes, and urban expansion. New roads sprouted up, but without consideration for cyclists, leaving them sidelined and unsafe. The city's focus shifted, and cycling fell out of favor, with planners even contemplating axing existing bike lanes by the swinging 60s. Then, a twist of fate in 1973, the global oil crisis struck, sending oil prices soaring and cars screeching to a halt. Sundays became sacred sands driving, sparking a newfound appreciation for pedal power. The environmental movement chimed in, heralding cycling as a green alternative. The Danish Cyclist Federation, fueled by growing membership, took to the streets, demanding safer cycling conditions, while grassroots initiatives like painting white crosses honored falling cyclists. When it comes to public transportation, the design of the Copenhagen Metro is sure to capture your attention. Renowned as the world's finest subway system, Copenhagen's Metro first opened its doors in 2002. With 4 fully automated lines, its sleek architectural and remarkable efficiency earned it the title of Best Subway in 2010. Its success has even inspired the creation of metro lines in cities like Brescia, Italy, and Thessaloniki, Greece. Stretching over 11 kilometers on embankments or elevated sections, the metro stations are a sight to behold. Featuring modern glass and street structures, these stations are not only aesthetically pleasing, but also highly functional. Take, for instance, the 13 above-ground stations on lines M1 and M2, each boasting a light design reminiscent of tunnel stations. But it's the ingenious features that truly set Copenhagen's Metro apart. With 9 of its 22 underground stations featured elevated towers and glass pyramids, natural light floods down to the platforms below, creating a welcoming ambience while conserving energy. This attention to detail ensures that every journey through Copenhagen's Metro is not just efficient, but also a visually captivating experience. The city also prioritizes creating accessible public spaces, parks, and waterfronts, ensuring they're designed for people to come together, unwind, and enjoy various recreational activities. For instance, parks like King's Garden and Ørsted Sparken offer lush green spaces for picnics and leisurely strolls, while waterfront areas such as Nyhavn and Islands Brygge provide picturesque settings for social gatherings and waterfront dining. But the city planners in Copenhagen have also masterfully blended modern architecture with historic buildings, creating a mesmerizing urban landscape. One notable example is the Silo, located in Copenhagen's North Haven neighborhood. Architect COBE ingeniously transformed an old 17-story grain silo into a stunning apartment block, breathing new life into the post-industrial area. Another must-visit architectural gem is the Kastrup Sea Bath, affectionately known as the Snail among locals. Situated along the waterfront, this fully accessible outdoor swimming facility boasts a stylish circular design, offering shelter from the brisk or sunned winds. It's no wonder the Danes are leading the pack when it comes to weaving architectural magic into the fabric of city life. So, if you ever find yourself in this slice of heaven on earth, don't miss the chance to marvel at these urban gems. But who could have anticipated that such positive attributes like sleek design and exceptional urban planning would also draw criticism? Yes. Despite Copenhagen's celebrated cycling culture, criticism has arisen regarding the behavior of the city's cyclists. This sentiment is echoed by others who feel that cyclists have monopolized public pathways. This critique is often linked to the issue of bike congestion, where the sheer volume of bicycles overwhelms existing infrastructure. During peak hours, intersections become congested, causing delays for both cyclists and pedestrians. Furthermore, heavily trafficked sections of bike paths struggle to accommodate cyclists moving at different speeds, creating potential safety hazards, particularly for vulnerable groups such as children and the elderly. Even with these challenges, Copenhagen remains a beacon of design, transportation, and creativity. Many countries look to learn from its successes. As we stand at the forefront of Copenhagen's innovation and progress, what city could possibly excel Copenhagen in design and infrastructure in the following years? Share your thoughts below and see you in the next video.